this shit not in full screen? There we go. Alright, chat, we're playing House MD. It's gonna be crazy. Let me promote the stream real quick. Oh shit. We're back here. I don't want to be here. Profile. Delete. Well, that's all for Malaysia. Join me, Henry Richter, next week on Globetrotting, the show that proves that age is just a state of mind. Well, that was a good show, right, guys? Ooh, when did it get so chilly out here? Mr. Richter, it's almost 100 degrees. Quit clowning around, I'm freezing. Mr. Richter, are you okay? Yeah. Dude, are you getting this? Emmy time. Dr. House, what's wrong with me? That's what I'm here to figure out. By the way, I loved you in $1 Million Baby. Examine the patient carefully and look for any signs of illness. Select an area to examine by clicking on the patient. Use the tools at your disposal to find all symptoms. Very specific on where I'm holding this. It's usually not where the triangle is. Oh, there we go. Or you were in Malaysia, did you perhaps catch any of those trendy exotic diseases the kids are all talking about? Once, about 23 years ago, I caught malaria, but nothing since. You had a steady bowel movements in the last 24 hours, and don't be graphic, just a simple yes or no. What are you getting at? Where were you when you collapsed? And don't say Florida, because I despise cliches. I was in Malaysia, shooting an episode of my Emmy award-winning show, Globetrotting. Does it hurt when I tap on your rib cage like this? No, should it? What were you doing right before the shoot? Telling Malaysian kids to get off your damn lawn? At the hotel going over my script. What have you eaten recently, aside from prunes, which I'm guessing is a given? I practically live off of bihun noodles and veggies when I was in Malaysia. Is that that guy from Jurassic Park? Watch how I throw this reporter off your scent. Hey, who cares if Henry Richter's a gay, Taliban-supporting, witchcraft-endorsing meth addict? Not me. That ought to give him something to write about. A 71-year-old TV host is filming an episode of his show at the Malaysian temple when he falls unconscious. Holy shit, it's Taub, 13, and Foreskin. Whoa, wait. This is Henry Richter, the Coast of Globetrotting. Isn't that the show where the old guy investigates Mayan temples? In other words, the ancient relic explores ancient relics. Find the possible diagnosis that matches the word appearing on the whiteboard. Click on the word to suggest that diagnosis. And the guy who hates fame-hungry celebs went out of his way to pick this guy. Why? It's clearly tuberculosis. It's clearly wrong. Old Man River does not have tuberculosis. He's already been tested for it. Disqualified. Avian flu explains the coughing, the flu, and the chest pains. And he hasn't been tested for that. However, avian flu comes from sustained contact with birds. And Parchment Face has not been around birds recently. So it is disqualified. No. Malaria. How has he not been tested for that? Methuselah is a seasoned world traveler who hasn't been vaccinated for malaria. However, malaria explains the fever, malaise, and myalgia, but nothing else. Next. Dengue fever. This is common in the rainy season in Malaysia. Yes, but dengue explains very few of Benjamin Button's symptoms. Also, it's usually a self-limited viral infection. What's the Malaysian word for next? Typhoid fever. No central nervous system issues like confusion or psychosis. Which is a shame because a psychotic old man would be really entertaining right now. Penicillium Marnethi, he's in Malaysia. He's bitten by bamboo rats. His immune system's already compromised by his advanced age. It could have lowered his resistance. Wow. I have nobody come back for that one. Looks like Taub excavated a winner. Taub, do a lung biopsy to test for Penicillium Marnethi. It's not as bad as if you killed the patient. I find it very strange that Henry was just in Malaysia, a Whitman sampler of diseases, yet he wasn't vaccinated for malaria or typhoid fever. Something stinks here, and it isn't just Henry's colostomy bag. Foreman, 13. Do a tox screen and test for malaria, typhoid, and any other disease you can catch in countries where goats are a unit of currency. So what is this now? Relax, we just need to run some tests to see what caused your episode. Episode? You know, I've taped over 1,000 episodes of my show Globetrotting. Very impressive. I'm just going to draw some blood. No big deal. Now, make a fist. All the procedures for drawing blood. Pick up the tourniquet and wrap it around the upper arm. Make sure it's tight. Open the tourniquet by clicking on the loose end and sliding it in the direction of the arrow. Palpate the upper forearm. Yo, that's this guy. By clicking on it. To make the vein more visible. Use the alcohol swab to cleanse the area. Carefully place the butterfly needle on top of the arm and insert it into the vein. Put the needle by clicking on it and sliding in the direction of the arrow. Remove the tourniquet to allow blood flow. Pick up an empty vial and insert it into the end of the butterfly needle tube. Allow the vial to fill completely, then remove the filled vial by clicking on it. Put an empty vial and insert it to the end of the butterfly needle tube. God damn, we are draining this guy. Remove the butterfly needle. Fix the bandage by clicking on the loose end of the bandage and sliding it on the direction of the arrow. Enough blood has been drawn for testing. See? No big deal. You got that right. I was bitten by a cobra once. That was a big deal. Thing had more venom than my first wife! Can I help you, House? You can help me with this giant package in the corner of the room. What's in it? I'm afraid that's none of your business. Now, can I help you? I need your permission to do a biopsy. Okay. What kind of biopsy? A biopsy on that giant package in the corner of the room. I want to take a sample from it and find out what's inside, because you won't tell me. Goodbye, House. Wait, what did you even come in here for, anyway? A patient in the clinic, a UPS guy, threw out his back carrying this giant package to your office. When I asked him what was inside, he... What did he say, House? He marveled at the array of sex toys I'm going to tell everyone is in the package unless you tell me what's in the package. Will you get out of here? So, what is it you're all doing here? We're just going to... Wait, before we go any further, can I just say, I grew up watching your show. Caught it every day. Why, thank you. How touching. As I was saying, we're just going to perform a lung biopsy to test for penicillin marnefi. Just take a deep breath and relax. You know, like in that episode of Globetrotting with the Burmese python. You saw that episode? Saw it. I memorized it. Now relax. Oh god! Okay. Use the bronchoscope to explore the patient's lung passages. Slowly move the bronchoscope through their lungs with the arrow keys or by clicking on the on-screen arrows. Biopsy anything that looks unusual by clicking the extraction button or by pressing the space bar. One anomalies in this area found. Let's move deeper into the lungs. Bro, I've only found 5 of these. Where the hell's the rest of it? Let's move deeper into the lungs. Jesus Christ, bro, how long is this gonna take? All arm is extracted. This is why we don't let the custodial staff practice medicine. Wait, you're not the janitor? See, Henry? That wasn't so bad. It wasn't fun. Now what? Now we send the biopsy to the lab and wait for the results. That Henry's blood? Yep, we just did his tox screen. Ready to do the CBC? You know, when I was a kid, I really wanted to be an astronaut. Really? One day I saw this show on TV about astronaut training where the guy was strapped into a centrifuge. I got nauseous just watching it. Let's focus. We got a CBC to do, okay, Pukey McGee? Use the centrifuge to separate out the blood components of this sample for testing. Spin the centrifuge at a circular motion. Maintain optimum speed indicated by the green area on the RPM gauge to the left of the centrifuge. How do we spin it? Chad, am I stupid? Chad, I don't know how to do it! Oh, I don't left click. Alright. Pebbles have separated successfully. You've got to concentrate harder than that if you want to continue to work here. My bad, Cuddy. God damn. I didn't know. I always say work smart, not hard, but you barely did either. Thanks, House. Jesus Christ. Assess the blood sample with the blood analyzer by adjusting valves and motors as indicated. Jesus Christ, what is this? Click on the valves to toggle them between open and closed and spin the motors by drawing in a circular motion around them. The instructions will be displayed at the bottom of the screen. Open valves 1 and 4 to permit the blood sample and cyan reagent to flow into the symptom. Make sure valves 9, 10, 11, and 12 are closed to prevent flow to later stages of the analysis. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Valves 7 and 8 are open to enable flow to the mixing chamber. Spin motors A and B, keeping them within the green RPM range indicator until the mixing chamber is full. Flow 7 aimed to prevent backflow. Open valve 11 to allow the mixing chamber to empty into the analysis chamber. Motor C, keeping it within the green RPM range indicator until the sample is fully analyzed. Close 11 to prevent backflow. Open 12 to prevent flow to the waste valve. The motor D, keeping it within the green RPM range indicator until the waste valve is full. Analysis complete. Keep it up, man. Go get you a mug that says "World's Greatest Doctor." Thanks, Wilson. You've been doing great lately. If you need a consult on anything, I'll be happy to help. You've done a great job so far. The next procedure should be very easy for you. Store each of the microbes in this sample by moving it to the designated petri dishes. Process all the microbes. Impressive. You sure you're not showing off? Is Wilson just in charge of the good grades, bro? We need more Wilson. I too am in this game. The CBC is negative for malaria. Oh well, back to the drawing board. Are you Gwen Walton, producer of Globetrotting? Because I wrote this screenplay and you've got to read it. Is Henry okay? We think Henry has penicillin Marnefi, which he likely contracted in some third world germ factory like Malaysia or Detroit. That can't be right. He can't have anything like that. Are you so certain it isn't penicillin Marnefi? Did you get one of those online PhDs? I just know Henry. He's probably just got the flu. Some exotic disease could be ravaging Henry's body this very moment. Isn't that cool? Aren't you worried? He's had all sorts of exotic disease before, but this time, trust me, it's nothing like that. When was Henry's last sexual encounter? Was it more like on Golden Pond or Cocoon? How is that relevant? Is there something you're not telling me? Something sexy? Look, I want Henry released from this hospital immediately. Now, excuse me, I'm late for an appointment. Does Henry have a tendency to get bored easily? I'm talking to you and I'm getting bored easily. Henry's always alert and full of pep. Is there any work around any respiratory irritants like silicone? What I mean is, are your breasts real? I'm telling you, I'm sure it's not a respiratory problem. Before Henry went to Malaysia, why wasn't he vaccinated for common diseases like malaria or typhoid? Is he one of those guys who gets off on puking? Henry's got a strong immune system. Where were you when Henry was in Malaysia? Please tell me you were moonlighting at a strip club. I was here in the globe-trotting production offices going over the show's budget. And then you went to the strip club? I'm sorry, I do have an appointment. House, we've been looking all over for you. And I've been looking all over for you. Well, no, I haven't, but I'm big on one-upmanship. Foreman, 13, this is Gwen. She's Henry's producer. Nice to meet you. As I've said repeatedly, I really must be going. Good luck with your appointment. Appointment? Yes, 13, good point! What appointment is she talking about? Follow Gwen and find out the answer to that question. So there I was, in the Amazon, trying to make my way across a rope bridge. Directly below me, a family of hungry crocodiles snapping at my ankles, and then the rope bridge started to snap. Ooh, I know what happened next. Then Santa Claus took you to the magical kingdom of ice cream and you feasted on rainbows. Yeah, that was a good episode. House, this guy's a legend. If by legend you mean big fat liar, then I agree. Let me tell you something, young man. His BP is climbing. You okay? My chest! Ugh. Well, it's not penicillin Marneffy, because that doesn't make you look like an anchovy pizza. I was just going to say that. Lab results from the lung biopsy are negative. We'll be back after a word from our sponsor. There's something he's not telling us. Go to his house, see what you can find. Toxins, clues, the rock he used to kill Abel. So this is Henry Richter's house. Impressive. Yeah, just one more reason for Chase to idolize the guy. Come on, when you were a kid, wasn't there anyone on TV you admired? Sure, then I grew up. Now can we just look around and get out of here? Okay, 18 clues in Henry's house that may lead to a diagnosis for his condition. And left and right, search the area with the cursor. The color of the cursor indicates proximity to clues. Green equals close to a clue, red equals not close to a clue. This house is as old as Henry is. These paint chips could contain heavy metals. Arrange the photos to create a bigger image. Drag the photos to the correct location using the mouse. Click on the corners of the photos and double-click to rotate them. What is this a photo of? You're kidding me. This isn't a Malaysian temple at all. It's a soundstage here in New Jersey. I knew it. No, you didn't. Okay, fine, I didn't. But see, this is why I don't have any heroes. There's an address on the back of this photo. Take this stuff back to house. I have to catch up with 13. We're having hot sex right now. You have to do something. My stomach is killing me. Is there fucking clinic patients in this game? This is peak! My stomach is killing me. Yeah, but with these liberal juries these days, your stomach will probably get off with a light slap on the wrist. I think there's something inside of me. Like a gremlin? It's not like I'm in control of my... It's like I'm not in control of my own body. Well, to be fair, there's not much of a body to be in control of. Okay, Skeletor, let's check you out. You put in your hair, because it's sooner than a promise. Then, but I use conditioner every morning. Do you eat normally? Are you on a diet? You look like you're on an all-heroin diet. I watch my weight, but I think I eat very healthy. Oh, damn. I'm not asking about any sexual contact, and no, using a public toilet doesn't count. It's been 4 or 5 weeks since I've had sex. Did you use protection? Of course. You get the flu often? Not often, maybe a couple times a year. How often do you go to the bathroom? Since you're a girly girl, do you poop rainbows? Yuck, I try really hard not to use the bathroom. I go maybe once a week or something. Take me through a whole day with Elisa. What's breakfast? That'd be a salad dressed with vinegar. How decadent and satisfying. What's for lunch? 2 small rice cakes. I don't suppose those rice cakes come on top of a T-bone steak, do they? And for dinner? Sugar-free Jell-O. What do you think, Dr. House? Can you cure me? Oh, I can cure you, but we're gonna have to make an appointment. For the OR? No, Starbucks. I prescribed 3 Danishes and a blueberry muffin. I'm sorry? You're severely anorexic. You need to eat. Try one of those giant black and white cookies. Think of it as a humongous vitamin that's packed with full of calories and isn't actually good for you. But, exactly. You don't have a butt. It's my medical opinion that you need more of a butt. Now get your non-existent butt out of here. So this is where Gwen had her appointment. The same address that was on the photos we found. Wow, look at all this stuff. Hey, what? Hey, this rock is made of foam. Welcome to the magical world of showbiz, Foreman. I don't think any of these props are responsible for Henry's condition. Let's keep checking just to make sure. What the fuck? Wipe the bottom of the statue to clean it off. Interesting what was hidden inside of all that, underneath all that dirt. This statue is from Tibet. Why does it say made in New Jersey? You're right, none of this stuff made Henry sick. It doesn't tell us anything. Except what a sham he was running. He hasn't been in a remote location in years. Amazon rainforest, pyramids at Giza. They all say made in New Jersey. Hey look, there's Gwen. What are you doing here? This is private property. If you don't leave now, I'll have you arrested for trespassing. Really? Because what you're doing here, it might not get you arrested, but the press sure would find it interesting. Fine, what do you want? Why are you faking Henry's exotic adventures on this soundstage? I don't know if you noticed, but Henry's an old man. What does Henry's age have to do with the fakery? How much traveling will you do when you're 71? Any other reasons you're duping the American public? I think it was if we faked his adventures, we could lower production costs. Why are production costs so high? Because of Henry's increasingly high salary. When was the last time Henry actually went to a foreign country? Henry hasn't been outside of New Jersey in 10 years. Where did Henry get that scar on his chin? He got in that in the bullfight when he was a young man. Henry's age, isn't he an insurance risk? He is. There's another reason why we staged the exotic locales. Thanks for your time. We promise not to divulge your secret. Unless it's medically relevant. What are you talking about, House? Okay, I'll say it. Henry has a new strain of AIDS that could only be found in Malaysia. I have AIDS? How? How wasn't I told about this? When was he diagnosed with AIDS? It's not your fault, Foreman. If only Henry didn't go to Malaysia. Why? I was never in Malaysia. I made the whole thing up. I haven't been outside the US in years. And cut. Print. That's a wrap. You're horrible. So, Henry, why'd you lie to us? And don't blame video games or rap music, because I'm pretty sure you don't even know what those things are. I'm not as active as I seem on TV. I can't jet around the world like I used to. Why fake your trip to Malaysia? The elderly are my core audience. If they knew how frail I was, I'd lose them. So there'd be a problem if those reporters outside knew about this. Oh god, the press would have a field day if my secret got out. When you fake your exotic locations, what kind of paint do they use for the stage sets? Is it lead-based? You think I've got brain damage? I could say yes, but I'd just be taking a jab against your inferior intelligence. Because you lied, we may not be able to get to the source of your symptoms in time. I'm not a big fan of honesty, but was it worth it? Was it worth it to maintain the lifestyle to which I've grown accustomed? I think so. That leather jacket over there probably costs more than you make in a month. But you know what? But what you don't know is, I get paid in leather jackets. What were you doing in the days before you went to Malaysia? And that's not a euphemism for goddamn Asian hooker. Nothing much. Hung around the house. Read some books. Did some yard work. Is there anything else you've been lying to us about? Are you secretly a hot young woman? No, I really am an archaeologist and a seasonal traveler. I just had to slow down a little. Well, if you slow down anymore, I don't want to say you'd be dead, but you'd be deadish. Well, thanks for your time. Oops. Yeah, sorry, Chase. Our patient is the Milli Vanilli of archaeologists, or the Ashley Simpson, depending on your pop cultural reference point. Call him some slack. He's an old man. You can't expect him to be as active as he used to be. How can Henry have a foreign disease when he hasn't been anywhere near foreign in 10 years? Disease isn't anything foreign. It's local. As local as Cuddy's last one-night stand. Talbot 13, come up with some local diagnosis. Chase, you decide which diagnosis is right. I mean, all of them prove your hero is a fraud, but still. And you can quote me on that. Chase, stand up. Okay, people, today we're going to do things a little bit differently. We're going to have Chase here decide which of your diagnoses are correct, and which are, as Henry would say, balderdash. Anyway, Chase, I don't want you to feel pressured. I mean, if you choose the wrong diagnosis, your hero could die. But don't stress out about it. I'm not. Good. So what have we got? Cat scratch disease. Henry's been around a lot of animals. He has various animal bites and scratch marks. Give him flu-like symptoms. It explains the fever, the chills, and the abdominal pain. Well, I wish I could say something, but it isn't my father figure surrogate who's at that store. Speaking of which, Chase? No swollen lymph nodes. He's not exhibiting any altered mental status. He hasn't been scratched by a cat. That would be pretty important, wouldn't you think, Chase? Come on, your fake Indiana Jones in there is dying. Next. Whoops. Herpes simplex virus. Herpes, you gotta be kidding. He's a public figure. He meets a lot of people. Besides, it explains the abdominal pressure, the fever, and the pain he's in. Yeah, but has no mouth sores, no genital itching or blisters. Can you stop talking about old people's genitals for 1 minute, Chase? It's just gross. Could be bacterial. Meningococci is prevalent this time of year. That explains the rash and the muscle fatigue. But his cough is dry and there's no sign of nausea. Besides, meningococci... I hate this word! Meningococci usually affects small children, and although Henry's whiny and wears diapers, he doesn't count. And Taub comes out swinging, not with anything useful like a diagnosis, but still. Babesiosis, a symptoms match. Too much Lyme disease, even more. Even more? What are you, 8? No, she's 13. Keep up. Look, whether he was in Malaysia or New Jersey, Henry has tick bites. The guy has babsiosis. And the tick that carries babsiosis also carries Lyme disease, which is what Henry has. Let's make this a bit easier. I'm sorry, did I say easier? I meant more game show-like. Chase, make 2 columns, one for babsiosis and one for Lyme disease. What do we know about babsiosis? The infection only occurs in the summer, unless transmitted by a blood transfusion. And Lyme disease, what does that look like? It's a rash, looks kind of like a bullseye. This is why we don't let the shut the fuck up, House. You're an asshole, buddy. Is that all we know? Remember, Chase, Henry's life hangs in the balance. Well, we know what will happen if I do this. And we know that there's no bullseye pattern to the rash, and it's June, so it's babsiosis. Good work, Chase. Now go get Cameron and test for babsiosis. Foreman, 13, get a chest x-ray. Taub, do an LP. After that, clean my office. What? Why? Well, because Chase did something obnoxious, but I can't punish him. He doesn't work under me, so I have to exact my revenge on someone. But why me? Beats me. I have issues. Like, my office is a mess. I feel like a trained puppy. Why do we just drop everything whenever a house calls us? You're doing this because you miss playing Nancy Drew. I'm doing it to help a sick old man. And? Look, I know what you want me to say, but I'm not going to say it. Oh, really? What do I want you to say? I want to save Henry because he's a childhood hero of mine, and thus he represents a father figure to me, one who fills in the gap left by my deceased real father. Couldn't have said it better myself. Wait, no, I was just saying that's what I was not going to say. Too late, you already said it. So what exactly does this house want us to do? He wants us to conduct an immunofluorescence assay to test for babsiosis. Alright. I don't need your help, Chase. I already know. I'm a bit of an expert on the centrifuge now. They call me Avalon Centrifuge. Impressive. You sure you're not showing off? See? Why can't Wilson be the guy, bro? Why can't I work for Wilson? Why don't you helping him while you do these lab procedures? That should help them get them done much faster. Use the Bunsen burner to heat this sample for testing. Adjust the temperature dial to increase the intensity of the flame. Maintain an optimum temperature indicated by the green area on the left temperature gauge. Samples been successfully heated. I say work smart, not hard, but you barely did either. Process the blood sample with the blood. Okay, yeah. Open valves 1 and 6. Permit the blood sample and yellow reagent to flow into the system. Make sure valves 9, 10, and 11, and 12 are closed to prevent flow to later stages of the analysis. 9, 10, 11, and 12. 7 and 8 are open. slide doesn't emit fluorescence. Henry doesn't have babesiosis. Means House and his flunkies need to keep testing. I wonder what your father, Henry Richter, would say if he saw that his son was a flunky to a pill-popping mad scientist. Are you quite done? Yeah, consider yourself lucky. Henry has to spend even more time around House than you do. You alright? Poor bugger. God, his fucking nose, bro. Well, that needle reminds me of some of the blow darts they have in the Ecuadorian islands. Did you really go to the Ecuadorian islands? What's that supposed to mean? Nothing. Listen, I may have engaged in some chicanery of late, but for decades I truthfully went to every location across the four corners of the globe. Now I want you to truthfully tell me, is it necessary to stick that harpoon in me? Sorry, Henry, it is. You might have meningococema, and we have to do a lumbar puncture to find out. Oh my god, we need to do a lumbar puncture! Perform a lumbar puncture to collect the cerebral spinal fluid surrounding a spinal cord. Put the sponge and rub it on the skin to thoroughly cleanse it. Put the lidocaine syringe and inject it into the four spots surrounding the spinal area. I don't get it. How do I inject it? Oh. Like the long spinal fluid needle from the tray and insert it between the vertebrae. Insert the spinal needle by dragging it in the direction of the arrow. Prepare to collect the fluid. Prepare to collect the fluid. What does that mean? Get the collection valve from the tray and place it below the spinal needle. Drag the needle in the direction of the arrow to remove it. Now cerebral spinal fluid has been collected. You would have known to get you a monk that says world's greatest doctor. You can get up now, Henry. We should have the results pretty soon. Ugh, I hope I never have to go through that again. Listen, about how I said it earlier. It's okay. You got scruples, and I respect that. Thank you. Your boss, on the other hand, we had someone like him out in our unit in Korea. We always joke about him turning him over to the enemy because he deserved him, but I didn't know if anyone deserves your boss. He tested negative for babesiosis. We need to keep digging. For an old guy, you're a whiz at Photoshop. I'd swear those photos were real. You think I'm a fraud, don't you? Doesn't matter what I think, but yes, I do think you're a fraud. You know what, Dr. House? You as a senior see me as a role model. Tell me why that's a bad thing. Because you're not a role model. You're a charlatan. If I can help just one person. Aw, stop. I'm getting all sentimental. I'm going to stab myself in the eye with a syringe just to make you shut up. Can't breathe. A little help here. What happened? Pericarditis, from the looks of it. Get him on a respirator, stat. Pick up the laryngoscope and position it in the patient's mouth and move the tongue out of the way. I'm so confused right now. Cat, I don't know what I'm doing. I'll be right back. I'm not looking at a video just to see what the fuck they do here, because I'm very confused. Yeah, I'm using the wrong thing. Here's the laryngoscope. Slide in the direction of the arrow. Insert the endotracheal tube into the patient's larynx. Place the bottom end of the tube over the arrow to insert it. Place the laryngoscope back on the tray. Get the bulb pump and attach to the end of the tube. All the moving target to pump the bulb. Makes his breathing appears to be stabilizing. You know, most people go for mediocrity, but not you. Nice work. I think I sucked there, Wilson, but thank you anyway. We've got Henry's chest x-ray. The other one is from a patient with clean lungs. I think Henry has pneumonia. Let me see that. Third normal x-ray to the left with Henry's x-ray on the right. Indicate anything out of ordinary on Henry's x-ray by clicking on either image. God, this last one. Or even is it? Aha, X-ray analysis complete. Good job, but don't let it get to your head. You're right, these spots on the lungs indicate some kind of atypical viral pneumonia. At least that narrows it down. We have to go tell House. You have some sort of atypical viral pneumonia. Is that bad? Well, it's atypical, so yes, it's bad. What vitamins or other pills do you take on a daily basis? I take vitamin B 3 times a day. Any of your family members have been sick lately? And I don't mean sick of you. My family's been fine. Is there a family history of viral pneumonia, or did they not have that disease when your parents crawled out of the primordial ooze? Not that I'm aware of. When you were a kid, how often did you go to the doctor? Or as they said then, how often did thou goest to the village psychic for a proper leeching? How often? My father used to say I had a constitution like a bull. Well, your friends, the alive ones, I mean. Well, most of my friends are elderly, so their health isn't what they used to be. They're doing as well as it can be expected. Has Gwen been ill in the past few weeks? I mean, has she been healthy enough to go about her daily routine of luring lost children into her gingerbread house? No, she never gets sick. course not. She bathes in the blood of virgins, and that keeps her healthy. Notice anything suspicious around the house? Leaky pipes, animal droppings, moldy mahjong tiles? Well, the air conditioner needs to be repaired. You have a history of asthma or any asthma-flavored diseases? I've never had asthma. Did your appetite change recently? Did you wake up one day not liking mushed carrots and applesauce? Nope, no change in appetite. Where'd you get those bite marks on your hands and feet? Please tell me they're not hickeys. I got those during my travels over the years. What filthy things bit you? Your grandkids? Usual, rats, ticks, bugs. Check his Temple of Doom for toxins. Let's take a look around. Okay, but I'm not chasing any more crazy middle-aged women. When I'm a crazy middle-aged woman, are you going to be chasing me? Do you even have to ask? God, the stench. They don't pay me enough for this. Bro, you're already taking, like, everyone's fucking pays, bro. You're literally 4 men. Needs to be something stuck under the mower. Oh, is that a rabbit's nest? Fascinating. This is a calla lily. Beautiful, but every bit of it is considered toxic. Oh God. Wow, this lawnmower really smells bad. Clean it out to see what's causing the foul odor. Grab the wrench and drag it in the direction of the arrows to loosen the nut. Now that the nut is removed, move the blade off to the side. Pull the clumps of grass to see what's in there. Dead rabbit found. Great, I have to put up with House's nonsense and a dead rabbit. How gruesome. Poor bunny. Somehow I don't think an old man wielding a lawnmower has the speed and strength to do a hit and run on a rabbit. Guess this rabbit was already dead when this happened. Dead from what? Good question. Well, looks like Henry's maid has been slacking off. This table's covered in dust. You're not kidding. Well, at least we know one thing. What's that? If this is where he got sick, any number of things could be responsible. Oh, hey, Mr. Richter, this is Ronald. I'm really sorry, but I seem to come down with the flu. I finished most of the planting by the pond, but I couldn't finish the mowing. Tried to finish the lawnmower, but I didn't have the right tools. I was going to come back today, but now I'm not feeling so good. Again, real sorry. Looks like Ronald's coming down with the same symptoms as Henry. We should try to get in contact with him. It's a good thing for you that Henry's a big fan of fridge magnets. He left Ronald's phone number right here. House, Cuddy will be back any minute. Okay, show me. Ah, good. Cuddy's online history. Here we go. Looks like Cuddy ordered a vintage Les Paul electric guitar via an online auction. Given the size and shape, it would easily fit in that package. So what's the big deal? Since when does Cuddy play an instrument? Why do you care? I care because it's interesting. Why is the guitar so important to Cuddy? And why didn't she want me to know about it? You know, you're doing it again. Doing what? You're turning your relationship with Cuddy into a mystery to be solved. Cuddy isn't a mystery. But aren't all women a mystery? Cuddy's just a mystery with a really good taste in push-up bras. Is it really worth it, House? Blast me, aren't you a little bit curious? I'm leaving. You don't even want to see what kind of porn Cuddy likes? Hello, Ronald. I'm Dr. Chris Taub, a colleague of Dr. Eric Foreman's. I believe he spoke to you on the phone. You're part of Henry Richter's diagnostic team, and I was wondering if I could help you if I could ask you a few questions. Come in, sure, come in, Dr. Taub. Are you able to maybe clear away some of those tissues? Sure, sorry. False alarm. You okay there, Dr. Taub? How'd you get so sick? I don't know, could be that sushi I ate the other night. What's so odd about the sushi you ate? It just seemed, maybe it's all in my head. You ever drink, do drugs? A few beers now and then, but that's it. When was the last time you were at Henry's house? I was just at Mr. Richter's place the other day, doing general landscaping, planning and such. Why did Henry have you over there just the other day? You're aware he's in the hospital, right? Yeah, Mr. Richter called me a few days ago and said he was too sick to finish his own yard work. Did you visit Henry in the hospital? No, should I? So Henry wasn't actually there the other day when you weren't over there? Of course not, he was in the hospital like you said. When was the last time you saw him face to face? I haven't seen him in person in, must have been a few weeks by now. House, I agree. House! What are your symptoms? Got a fever, cough, chest pains. My arm muscles hurt and I'm tired all the time. Oh, it's sometimes hard to breathe. This is a big help. I'll be in contact with you soon. Can I still reach you at the same number? Yeah, except this flu's kicking my butt so much I might not pick up. Elisa? Hi, Dr. House. When I said I wanted to see more of you, this isn't what I meant. I meant I wanted you to be fatter. You're still the same weight, if not skinnier. I know, Dr. House. I can't bring myself to eat, but my stomach still hurts. I don't know what's wrong with me. What about those candies? What candy? I don't eat candy. Sure you did. You left it behind a trail of candy wrappers earlier. You're like a not-so-plump version of Hansel and Gretel. Oh, that. Well, sometimes I eat the candy wrappers. For the past few weeks, I've just had these cravings for paper. And you didn't think to mention this earlier? It's important? You have pica. What's that? Pica is an eating disorder that makes you crave non-nutritive substances, like paper. It often affects people with mental disabilities or psychiatric disorders. I'm crazy? Not finished. Pica also affects pregnant women. When was the last time you had sex? Like I told you before, 4 or 5 weeks ago. But I used protection. Are you sure? Well, I guess the condom did rip a little. Stomach pain, plus pica, plus recent sexual activity equals you got a little scrap of paper in the oven. I'm pregnant. Get ready to be a lot less skinny. So you interviewed the... Oh, yo, House, you can't say that! You can't say that word! You interviewed the mentally challenged individual. He's not a mentally challenged individual, House. And could you be any more crass? Sorry, whatever they're calling it to be politically correct these days. You interviewed the idiot. Henry is sick. The idiot is also sick. Ronald isn't as sick as Henry. Yes, but it's obvious they both got the same symptoms. Ronald will soon be as sick as Henry. Whatever they have, they must have both picked it up at Henry's house because they couldn't have gotten it from each other. House. I agree! House! Why don't you and Chase check the samples closest to where Ronald was working? How are we supposed to figure out which one of these samples were closest to where the landscaper was working? Well, an easy way to do that would be to take the samples and put them on the map so they match up with where they are on the photos. Use the photographs to determine the location of each piece of evidence, then place each piece of evidence in their corresponding position on the map. Put on a photograph to view it closer. That's not where the sample came from. What do you mean it wasn't where the sample came from? Okay, you can stop showing me that now. Confused. Alright. God, they really want me to be exact about this, don't they? Is that not literally the potted plant right next to it? Okay, Jesus. All the evidence is now in place. Wait a minute, when Ronald first got sick, he was near the pond, planting. The rabbit's nest was right next to the pond. Yeah, Ronald was right near the rabbit's nest when he was planting. And Henry had been mowing near the rabbit's nest, too. I think the rabbit's nest is our prime suspect. When Henry's mowing the lawn, he must have inadvertently mowed over the rabbit and released something into the air. Now all we have to do is find out what that something is. What's up, Doc? Oh, good lord, that's the fur from a rabbit's nest. That joke I just made was in terribly poor taste. I had no idea. Based on the pulmonary findings from the chest x-ray, we're going to do a PCR test on this rabbit's nest sample. One and three. The next procedure should be very easy for you. Okay, yeah, it'd be very easy for me. I just need the red ones. Thanks, Wilson. Okay, House. Turns out that the rabbit fur tested positive for pneumonic tularemia. Never all the ideas by removing them from House's brain. Each idea 3 times to remove it. How with the mouse to bounce House's balls. Discover all 10 ideas and unlock the epiphany. Once all ideas have been discovered, an epiphany will appear. Collect the epiphany quickly or it'll disappear. I can't even read these, bro. I'm too busy bouncing House's ball. Now it makes sense. Of course! Henry has tularemia. Now it's starting to make sense. It is? Would you care to enlighten me? Are you kidding? More of the fun being that. That's all, folks. So Henry couldn't just be like any other old person and lay around the Barca-lounger all day. He had to go out and mow the lawn and be active, didn't he? So this is all really his own fault. What are you talking about? Vampire Lestat has a pneumonic tularemia. While Henry was mowing the lawn, the tularemia bacteria is released into the air, which he then breathes in. See? All Henry's fault. Very simple. The airborne tularemia particles blow everywhere, spreading into Henry's throat, his lungs, and his heart. So the pericarditis was a complication of the tularemia. Henry will be okay as long as he gets immediate treatment. Start him on a combination of adalvaquin and azithromycin. Which isn't to say that he won't just go on doing some other stupid thing he has no business doing, like getting out of bed in the morning. Henry! What are you doing? Let me in! So you mean to tell us that all this time your adventures have all taken place on a soundstage in suburban New Jersey? That's exactly what I'm telling you. Why are you admitting this now? Well, it's like a line to people. Just felt it was time to come clean. Dr. House, what are you doing? I'm sorry, Mr. Richter is to receive no more visitors. What are you... Let me in there now! Henry, this is career suicide! Henry! Oh, A-. That's not even that bad. Here's your next case. You ready to begin? Sure. Listen, you moronic, subhuman cretin! I'm running a very tight ship here! And when I tell you to bring me my lunch at 1 o'clock, I don't mean 1:05. Got that? Look, Lana, I've been working for you for... Got that? Yes. Get back to your station. I made a mess of myself. Someone get me a paper towel. You've got to be kidding me. Russell, we have any decent paper towels? My hand's still covered in blueberry schmutz. That isn't blueberry schmutz. What do you mean? You're... I'm what? Call 911! On a Topol, I'm the patient who turned blue. Gregory House. I'm the doctor who recognized the obvious when staring right at him. Okay, Dr. Gimpy, let's set some ground rules. You are not going to talk to me like that. Fair enough, you'd stay blue for the rest of your life. Good luck with that. Wait! Look, I'm sorry, I'm just in a bad mood. I want to look normal again, okay? As far as you looking normal, that's something you and your plastic surgeon have to deal with. After your condition, we're going to check your signs and symptoms. Chef turned blue in the middle of a restaurant. Either she just had sex with Willy Wonka, or, well, actually I like that idea, but I'll take any other suggestions. I have osteoporosis. Could have a connective tissue disorder. Acrocyanosis explains her blue fingers. But nothing else. Next. Argyria makes people turn blue. It's possible if she used gold flakes in any of those expensive desserts, they could be swept up and aerosolized into her lungs. Heavy metal poisoning. But it doesn't explain the loss of consciousness or the vomiting. Being a vomit, your diagnosis makes me want to puke. Next. Pulmonary edema. Can't be. Lana's chest x-rays are normal. You're right, Foreman. Good try, 13. Your chest is way above normal, by the way. Next. Aortic aneurysm. explains the abdominal pain, the shock, the lack of consciousness. If Lana had an aortic aneurysm, she wouldn't have blue skin. She has more like a bluish pallor. Bluish pallor, right. Before I turn blue from strangling myself in despair before these awful diagnoses, who's got something to save me? These letters aren't really helping me. I'm pretty sure it's an overdose. Oh shit. Nicotine overdose, nausea, vomiting, abdominal pain, and seizures are all symptoms. The hallmark of nicotine overdose is muscle twitching and cramps, which Lana doesn't have. Yes, muscle twitching, otherwise known as fasciculation, which sounds like fascination, and since it's anything but fascinating, next. Methemogloemia. Does explain all the symptoms. Very good, Foreman. And if you like, I'll reward you with a blueberry tart, or a blueberry muffin, or a blueberry smoothie, a plush Smurfette doll, maybe. I suck at those. Looks like our big bad tempered blueberry has methemoglobinemia. So instead of finding hatred, bile, and evil in her bloodstream, she's probably just got an excessive amount of methemoglobin in there. Who did the arterial blood test? It's weird. I did the pulse oximetry blood test on Lana, and her PO2 indicates an oxygen saturation of over 90%, but Lana's was at 83%. There's a gap of 7%. Wow, Taub, you're Jewish and good at math. Amazing, except you're wrong. Pulse oximetry measures how well lungs are carrying oxygen to the blood, but not the actual saturation of oxygen in the blood. Okay, what color is Lana's blood? Dark. No, it's not dark. You're dark. I think you mean brown. 13. Foreman, test Lana's oxygen saturation levels with a co-oximetry blood test. And while you're at it, see if you can get Lana to make me one of those tinfoil swans. Those are really classy. Is that Lana's blood? Yep. Let's get this co-oximetry test underway. Shut up, Foreman, I know. I'm getting used to some of these minigames. Wilson's gonna glaze me, bro. He's gonna be like, wow, my god, you're so cool. Yeah! Oh man, when you do these leprosies, I'm humping it none much faster. Put valves 1 and 2 to permit the blood sample and red reagent to flow into the system. You sure valves not okay, yeah. 9, 10, 11, 12. Lana has an unusually high level of methemoglobin in her blood. Well, it's definitely methemoglobinemia. I suck at these medical terms. Foreman, 13. How did the co-oximetry test go? Lana's got high levels of methemoglobin in her blood. Confirms her diagnosis of methemoglobinemia. Good work. But how did methemoglobin get into her bloodstream? Could it be antibiotics, dyes, various nitrates? Which leads to the part where we meddle into little girl Blue's sex life. What does this have to do with meddling into Lana's sex life? Well, if we get into nitrates, we get into amyl nitrate, also known as poppers, right, 13? Or it could be benzocaine, which you can find in various tropical sore, cold sore remedies and painkillers. So we're thinking Blue Thunder could be some sort of pervert or deviant, or she could be addicted to painkillers. Wonder what that's like. Me too. Anyway, whichever it is, sex or painkillers, we get a really entertaining show. Now, I know all of you want to ask Blue's Clues really obnoxious and prying questions about all our sex life and possible drug use. Bad news is, I'm going to do it instead. I've just got to have enough fun with this. I've just got to have some fun with this job, don't I? So what's wrong with me? You're horrible, you're pushy, you're loud, you're obnoxious. Did I say horrible yet? Oh, you meant what's wrong with you medically. You have methemoglobinemia. Fucking fuck! Methemoglobinemia. Methemoglobinemia. There. The good news is we know that much. The bad news is we have no idea what caused it, which is why I have a few questions to ask you. Did you say anything right before you turned blue, or we were too busy running around the Smurf village hiding from Gargamel? Let's see, the corned beef sandwich, french fries, a bite of my blueberry Danish. How much would I eat most days? You ever use amyl nitrate, aka poppers, during sex? Of course, sex assumes you found someone who'd have sex with you in the first place. It's none of your business, do you? You coming on to me? You know what they say, once you go blue. Is there a history of allergies in your family? Because I've noticed you're allergic to friends. Oh, no allergies. Are there any chemicals in your home, like antidepressants or depressants or anything else that horrible, bitchy people use to make themselves more palatable? There's stuff in my medicine cabinet, NyQuil, Tylenol, that sort of thing. Are there any chemicals at your restaurant? Your coworkers routinely poison you just to get you to shut up? Just cooking oil, salt, do those count as chemicals? You do drugs? Is this what happens when you get high while watching Blue Man Group? Certainly not. I've never done drugs in my life. What sort of beverages do you prefer? Vodka martinis or something stronger, like rattlesnake venom? Malt liquor mainly, but I don't drink anymore. How many cigarettes do you smoke each day? Pack and a half. You ever pour a little peach schnapps in your cauldron when you have other witches over? Well, no, I used to drink. I'm a recovering alcoholic. She's lying about something. How could you tell? She's got more tells than a bad poker player. And even though she's blue, I could tell when she was blushing. Taub, start her on methylene blue. 13, interview her coworkers. See if they know why she's blue, as in the color, not depressed. Although if she's also depressed, that would be helpful to know. Why don't you just take a picture? It'll last longer. Excuse me? I'm sorry. Ever since I turned blue, I feel like everyone's staring at me. Don't worry, Miss Topal. I've seen worse, and I've definitely seen weirder. We're going to start you on methylene blue. Metallica blue? Well, methylene blue, but yeah. Still, giving me anything with blue in the title sounds a bit redundant, don't you think? Yeah, that's medicine for you. Medicate the patient. Press the indicated buttons as they reach the manifold to medicate the patient. Oh, it's like a rhythm game. playing Friday Night Funkin' right now. Holy shit. Let's try an additional medication. Let's try an additional medication. Medication has been administered. What now? Well, we need to keep you on the methylene blue until we know what's causing your methemoglobinemia. Blue skin, but I still can't get over it. You know, I was in a fraternity in college, and one time we painted ourselves blue. You're not too good at the whole bedside manner part of this job, are you? Hey, I'm better at it than Dr. House. You got that right. So there I was, fixing a customer's cable box, and all of a sudden it happened! Boom! Boom. You took a dump on the customer's floor? What? No, I got dizzy and fell on the floor. My stomach was really hurting like crazy. So severe abdominal pain. No, you're not listening. It had nothing to do with my abdominals. It was my stomach. My IQ, so, sir, I think my IQ just went down 50 points just from talking to you. Is this guy insulting me? Come on, Ernie. Dr. House is trying to help. Abdominals is another word for your stomach. Oh, so yeah, my abdominals. They was hurting. A lot. Okay, let's get inside your cable box, see if the wires are twisted. Food allergies you're aware of? I don't think so. You ever find yourself rooting around in chimneys? That's a question I only ask cable guys, Santa Claus impersonators, and old-timey cat burglars. Yeah, a lot of my work is done in chimneys. Been exposed to radiation recently? Oh, why? Have I been contaminated with something? How often do you get headaches? I'm assuming you don't get them at Mensa meetings. I get headaches nearly every day. How long have you been having these stomach cramps? And since you're a cable guy, do the cramps stop by any time between 10 a.m. and 6 p.m.? I'm having them for months. You have trouble concentrating? No, not really. You get nauseous often? I get nauseous a lot. Sometimes I have to lie down. Come on, Dr. House, what do you think? Am I sick? Calm down, honey. Give the doctor a chance. Monica, I'm running late to my next service call. If I don't make it, I don't make a living. If I don't make a living, we don't eat. Well, Ernie, I think you'll be able to keep your family on goober grape and microwave meatloaf dinners for another week. I know what's wrong with you. Really? You have carbon monoxide poisoning. Carbon monoxide poisoning? Don't we breathe carbon monoxide? No, we breathe carbon dioxide. Carbon monoxide poisoning often comes from inhaling exhaust fumes. All the homes you go to probably have blocked chimneys, don't they? Well, yeah, how'd you know? Blocked chimneys can cause carbon monoxide to leak into your clients' homes. Breathe in, you can get the mother of all tummy aches. Daddy has a tummy ache. He certainly does. Daddy also has an empty head. What do I do? Run a blood test to confirm. The good news is, if it's carbon monoxide poisoning, it's easily treatable. You just need to get out into the fresh air more. Stop breathing in all this crap. I'll make sure he does, Dr. House. Well, wait, you said that was the good news. What's the bad news? You're still a cable guy. Oh, little cable guy, you dropped this. Thanks. Hey, someone bit it. Thanks, Doc. Hi, I'm Dr. Hadley. Lana Topol's a patient of mine. Lana, you mean Blue Meanie? Russell, stop. We're not going to turn blue too, are we? No, nothing like that. We're just trying to get to the bottom of it, and we have a few questions. Has Lana been exhibiting any strange behavior lately? Strange? Good God, she's the queen of mood swings. Russell, harsh, although one time she knocked my Zen garden off my workstation. Would you say that Lana is depressed? No, I think she just likes to make the rest of us depressed. Why? Any instances in particular that you can remember? Strange behavior? At our workstation, I saw these white crystals. Or maybe it was white powder, I don't know. And the other day she went to the bathroom for a really long time. Did you say anything about when she came back from the bathroom? I don't remember going to the bathroom for particularly long amount of time. Well, she did. And when she got back, she was smiling from ear to ear, and she had something white on her nose. Do you smell or taste the white stuff at her workstation? There's a lot of negative energy at her workstation, so I steer clear from there. You mentioned seeing something white on her nose. Could you elaborate? Yeah, I couldn't tell if it was baking powder, or maybe she was snorting cocaine in there. Cocaine? Russell, come on. Well, I guess that would explain the white stuff I saw at her workstation. Does Lana have a history of addictive behavior, like overeating? There's a history of undershowering. Why do you ask? If she's addicted to yelling, is that important? Does Lana have any self-esteem problems? Are you kidding? She has too much esteem. She's full of esteem. Lana used to be an alcoholic. Think she might have had a relapse? Well, I don't know about that. Even that white stuff at her workstation, it could have been something like salt, you know? Yeah, we don't know for sure, although I saw her sipping cooking sherry in the kitchen the other day. No, did you really? I say sipping, I mean guzzling it like she was a drowning woman in the desert and it was water. What does Lana act when she's drunk? Pretty much the same as she acts when she's sober, except not as mean. How long ago did you see her drinking sherry? I'd say about a day or two before the incident. I just really hope she gets help. You sure, Russell? I haven't seen her take a drink in ages. Well, thanks for your time. We'll be in touch if there's any changes to Lana's condition. Come back anytime. I just talked to... Sorry to interrupt. House, what do you think you're doing changing Mrs. Weisinger's file? What? She had a heart attack. Yes, she did, but you changed the label from Mrs. Weisinger to Mr. Weisinger. She's a woman, House. Just barely. Excuse me? Don't you think she'd make a pretty convincing man? It'd explain her mustache. Wait, don't go. You want to hear this. It's about Lana Topol. The blue woman? See, I can tell you're already interested. Continue. As I was saying, I just talked to Lana's co-workers, Russell and Claire. Russell's convinced that Lana's a coke addict and an alcoholic. Interesting. Lana says she's a recovering alcoholic. She could have fallen off the wagon, and an addict is an addict. Says the man who's addicted to sex. But Taub's right. We're hunting for white powder and liquid refreshment, or anything else that classifies an addictive substance. 13. You inform and search your workstation at Transatlantic. And tell me what... Transatlantique. And let me know if you come across any adorable cartoon rats who can cook. Taub, search Smurfette's giant mushroom for toxins. Oh, and take Cameron with you. Wait, what? You can't fool me. I know you're just itching to get in on the detective action again. You're drawn like a moth to a flame. A sexy, nubile moth. Even if you're right, which you're not, why the hell would I go rooting around someone else's home? Those days are over, House. You'll do it because A, you really want to, and B, if you find anything of consequence, I'll arrange for you and Chase to have a swanky meal at Lana's restaurant when this is all over. In fact, now I'll even throw in a little extra swank. House, I couldn't care less. Fine, turn me down. After all, you go out to 5-star restaurants every night, right? You're serious? I'm as serious as Mr. Weisinger's heart attack. Mrs. Weisinger. Oh, you and your silly little details. This is where the magic happens, huh? You mean where Lana cooks up all her delicious meals? I mean, this is where she turned blue. Right, let's look around. Indicate a substance abuse problem. Green bottle has a 22 printed on it. Is that a year? All bottles found. I bet there's something important in the cabinet. The wine bottles are a clue to the padlock's combination. Click to continue. To find the combination of the padlock, drag the bottles off the shelf and place them in the correct order. Click the padlock to test the combination. Great, the padlock is open. Now let's see what's inside the cabinet. Well, I don't see any white powder anywhere. Yeah, but I do see a lot of alcohol. Think Lana really did fall off the wagon? Either that or she uses a lot of cooking sherry. Let's take this back to House. Wilson! So House, I was thinking that maybe today after lunch we could go by the guitar shop and pick you up a new guitar. Really? Talk about your increasingly bizarre obsession with Cuddy's guitar. Fine, I've got a window of 30 seconds. Shoot. Came dangerously close to getting caught in Cuddy's office the other day, and I'm worried about what you might do next. Kind of late for that. What do you mean? Where are you? Well, that's the thing. You're in her house, aren't you? Can't talk now. I've only got so much time before an annoyingly wishy-washy next-door neighbor decides to ignore the money I've given him and calls the cops. Here's a tip, Wilson. Never try to bribe the guy that runs the neighborhood watch program. But House! Sorry, gotta go. Damn it. Whoa, look at this pigsty. I thought chefs were supposed to be all about cleanliness. Yeah, emphasis on supposed to be. Yeah, look at this spread. That's a lot of deli food. Our blue meanie likes her salt. I've honestly never seen Chase go to town on a bag of potato chips. Come on, let's go through her stuff. The first person to find a liquor bottle buys a lunch. I kind of like this song, not gonna lie. It's pretty chill. What are we missing here? Hold the crumpled paper by grabbing it and pulling it in one of the indicated directions. See what's written here. It says, Dear Russell, I haven't slept. These past few weeks have meant a lot to me. I overheard you talking about breaking things off. I'm very hurt. We're not over. Not by a long shot. You better keep me happy if you know what's good for you. Love, Alana. I guess neither of us is buying. I didn't find a single can of beer. Neither. Let's take this other stuff to house. So Chase is a salt fiend, huh? If we make microwave popcorn, the guy tears open the empty bag and licks it. Okay? He licks the bag. Because of all the salt that's left behind. That's hardcore. We found plenty of bottles of liquor at Alana's workstation, all in hidden compartments. It's like Blue's Clues is really Booze Clues, but it doesn't really matter, because her alcoholism doesn't explain why she's suddenly become bluish. Get it, Taub? Bluish? Like Jewish? I thought you'd like that one. Well, that may not matter, but this does. Cold sore gel, Taub? I'm afraid you caught something the last time we made out? I found at Lana's apartment. The benzocaine in the cold sore gel might be causing her methemoglobinemia. It's unlikely. Maybe benzocaine-laced cocaine. Her erratic behavior suggests possible drug use. Taub, test her hair for cocaine. Does that feel alright? I'll live. Oh, Claire, you're a lifesaver. These are better than sex. Really? Can I? No! Mine. Oh yeah, these cookies are the best thing I've ever... So... Anna, are you okay? Chest hurts. Little help here. She's unconscious. She's gone to hemolytic crisis. I need a crash cart! Patient's going to cardiac arrest. Toggle switches to change the defibrillator to 200 joules. Claire click the flashing button on the paddle. Patient is still crashing. Charged to 250 joules. Doing some mental math. 100. Okay, so for 250, 140 plus 100 plus 90 would be 230. It's a little too much. Huh. 140 plus 70 plus 30 and 10 do it. There, click on the file. Patient is still crashing. Charged to 350 joules. So that would be, okay, 140 plus 90 is 210. No, not 210. It'd be 230. 230. Confused. Can I go left on this? Go left on this. Like minus them, I could do this, and then minus. I'm pulling a calculator. This is too much math for me. 390 minus 90. That's 70 maybe? Plus 30. Minus 70. Oh, the patient is starting to stabilize. Good job. Hemolytic crisis. So what? She has hemolytic anemia? But what caused it? We had her on methylene blue. That's what caused it. And there are only so many reasons why methylene blue would cause hemolytic anemia. Even further reasons why it'd also be useless in curing methemoglobinemia. She has a G6PD deficiency. There's more annoying news. Wow, even more annoying than Chef Boyardee here? Hey. Not talking to you, just talking about you. Big difference. Juana's drug tests came back. There's no cocaine in her system. Really? Because I could have sworn... Pipe down, Emerald. No cocaine, which means we have to keep testing until we're blue in the face. Oops, what a weirdly appropriate choice of words. Foreman, 13, go to a CBC to confirm our G6PD deficiency. Shut the fuck up, Foreman, I know. Could be neurological. Would you still love me if I suddenly turned blue? You would think I'm that shallow? Come on, you're saying there'd be no difference in our relationship? Aside from people making stupid black and blue jokes when we walk down the street? No. Come on, we got a CBC to do. Alright. house. I see 3 Heinz bodies. Lana definitely has a G6 PD deficiency. Well, that clinches it. That's why she went into a hemolytic crisis. What do you have there? Soy burger. So you're one of those people who thinks you can stave off death. Oh no, Mr. Grim Reaper, don't come for me. I'm eating soy. Do I know you? Or my manners? Grim Reaper, pleased to meet you. I also go by the name of Gregory House. I'm Lana's doctor. Oh, is she still blue? Yeah. We need to find out what's clogging her system and making her blue in the face, and other parts of her body that aren't her face. There's something she's not telling us, which is why I've got some questions for you. We know that Lana's not a drug addict. Does she have any other issues aside from looking like a slightly less hairy cookie monster? Well, why don't I just say it? She's manic depressive. Has she been diagnosed as manic depressive? Because she's not exactly a Turkish delight. Well, no, but I did find the suicide note that I fished out of the garbage and taped back together when Lana wasn't looking. Why'd you tape the note back together? Are you obsessed with Lana? Because that would be kind of hot. Lana's not exactly the well-liked, most low-liked person at the restaurant, so the other chefs wanted me to dig up some dirt to use against her. So did you use the note against her? Because the idea of a repressed vegan being needlessly cruel fulfills me on so many levels. Once I saw the suicide note, I knew that if I exploited it, it'd be going too far. Has Lana had any recent weight loss? I mean, I'm sure people said they wanted to see less of her, but that's probably not what they meant. No, why? What's that circle on this corner of the note? Is it a coffee stain, or are you starting to draw pictures of your boobs? Because I can help you finish. It's not coffee, it's molasses. Lana eats molasses cookies constantly. Are there molasses stains on anything else? Or molasses smudged on half the receipts in the restaurant? Listen, Dr. House, please don't tell Lana you know about the suicide note. Why not? Are you serious? Because it's really private, that's why. Yes, no reaction when I tell her I know about the note might give me a clue that'll save her life. Seriously? You're seriously going to invade her personal space like that? You see, it's called drama. It's what gives life its flavor. Unlike soy, which has no flavor. Dr. Chase. Dr. Manhattan. Oh, you again. Yeah, me again. Oh, you already said that. Come up with some new material. Oh. Come on, House, give me a hand here. Wait a minute. What are you doing? Find the Kaiser Fleischer with liver damage, and it's a sure bet that those two scumbags are working for a crime lord known as Wilson's disease. Lana, you most likely have Wilson's disease, which means you have an abnormal toxicity to copper, and high levels of copper can be found in molasses. Hey, what are you doing? Tossing your cookies. You jerk! You bastard! Chase, I need you and Cameron to check Little Miss Sunshine for abnormal copper metabolism. Little Miss Sunshine? Screw you, I'm in pain. You've also been really depressed lately, haven't you, Lana? What do you mean? Come on, you're blue, not mentally challenged. I see the note. The note? Listen, Wilson's disease can cause chemical imbalances relating to depression, suicidal thoughts. How dare you go through my personal items? How dare you? Good question. I dare because I'm trying to cure you of being a gigantic blue freak. That's why I dare. Can you dare to shut up and listen now? Anyway, Wilson's disease would also explain why you went into hemolytic crisis earlier. Hemolysis in someone with Wilson's disease can be severe if you don't have an intact G6PD system. What does that mean? It means your body doesn't produce enough of a particular enzyme, which your red blood cells need to function normally. When you have a G6PD deficiency in Wilson's disease, it can cause you to pull a Linda Blair like you did earlier. Understand? So I have this G6PD deficiency? Yep, says so right here. You probably also have Wilson's disease. We still need to test you for that one, but neither of those things explain you looking like a delicious dessert. Chase, venture out of Smurf Village and with me for a second. When you finish this ceruloplasmin test, why don't you tell Taub to investigate the restaurant and talk to Lana's indentured servant, Russell, if someone at her restaurant did this to her? How do you know? Either someone at Lana's restaurant did this to her, or anyone else she's ever met did this to her. She's a real piece of work, but let's start with her job. So, what are you doing here? Doing a blood test to see if you have Wilson's disease. If you have it, all that means is that you have an increased toxicity to copper. Now what? I take this blood sample to the lab and test your ceruloplasmin levels. If they're lower than normal, you may have Wilson's disease. And then what? Won't be able to eat any more of those molasses cookies you fancy. Damn, I knew it. I won't be blue anymore, will I? We're working on that. It's kind of a separate issue. Russell Parnello? Yeah? I'm Dr. Chris Taub, and this is Dr. Remy Hadley. We work at Princeton Plainsboro Hospital, and I have some questions about Lana Topol. Didn't you guys already ask me some questions about her? Yes, we did. She's still blue? Hence the reason we have more questions. I told my colleagues certain things about Lana, but what's your relationship with her like? Are you and Lana friends? Do you get along well? Lana and I aren't exactly friends. We're kind of friends with benefits. How long have you and Lana been sleeping together? Is that really relevant? You and Lana are dating? Fair. No one else in the restaurant knows about it. You sound unhappy about the affair. Why? I was hoping that I was sleeping my way towards a promotion, but it's becoming increasingly obvious that she's just using me. Did Lana ever use amyl nitrate or poppers during sex? How'd you know? We tried poppers a few times. I know she turned a little blue right afterwards. It went a little way quickly. Are you still sleeping with Lana? I'm trying to break it off, but Lana won't have it. She makes me get her lunch every day, like I'm her servant. You ever have a boss who makes you feel like a nobody? Yeah, I know where you're coming from. So given your history with Lana, how do you feel about her now? She's okay. I just want her to be happy. You might have to take a look around the kitchen. For what reason? Let me see if there's anything in this restaurant that may have made Lana sick. If you're implying that transatlantique is in any way less than sanitary, I'm implying nothing of the sort. It's just maybe there's something here that's toxic to Lana's specific body chemistry. Yeah, sure. Have a look around. Do you think something here turned Lana blue? Foreman and I already searched the place. Yeah, but when you were here earlier, you were just looking for alcohol. No one's actually thought to look for any food that might be a toxin. Exactly. It doesn't even have to be a food. It could be almost anything. The fixtures, the plants. So I have to search really hard. It could take hours. What are you doing? We're going to keep our strength up in the name of medicine, of course. Alright. Well, that's about everything that could possibly be considered a toxin. Unless these Danishes turned her blue, in which case, it's worth it. They're amazing. Results for your blood test have come back. And? Tell me, Ernie, what's your daily routine like? Dr. House, my wife's got me taking long walks out in the open air, but still, I feel worse than ever. My wife's even got me eating healthier. Want a carrot? You don't just chew on carrots, do you, Ernie? What do you mean? You're a nervous chewer. Pressure at work, pressure at home. Makes you want to chew on something, right? You're the one who chewed on your kid's toy soldier, right? Yeah. What else do you chew on? I don't know. I stopped smoking 5 years ago. Chew on nicotine gum, and sometimes I chew on electrical cables. I know it sounds weird. Weird? No, it's only exactly what's causing your problem. You have lead poisoning from chewing on a cable, you dimwit. Hey, don't call me that. Oh, really? Electrical cables contain lead. You should know that. How often do you chew on them? I don't know. Every day for the past 5 years. It's hard to quit smoking. It's a substitute. True. Only now you've traded possible lung cancer for definite lead poisoning. What can I do, Dr. House? For one thing, you'll most likely have to undergo a series of painful procedures to cleanse your body of the lead locked into your bones. Oh, God, what else? This part might seem a little bit complicated. You ready? Yeah. Stop chewing on cables. Okay, so what is Okay, so what does House want us to do here? We're supposed to analyze the regular salt and the pink salt. Pink salt sounds very technical. Shut the fuck up, Chase. I'm literally the god of centrifuging. Wilson literally glazes me every time because I'm a good doctor. Yeah! Wilson's risen me up, bro. I'm gonna be his next relationship. Yeah! The regular salt particles have a cubic structure and are indeed a regular table salt. Sodium chloride. The pink salt particles, what are they? Rhombohedral structure. There's something other than table salt. I hold in my hands the secret identity of the pink salt that Taub and 13 collected from the restaurant. And the Oscar goes to her... the pink salt is sodium nitrate. Sodium nitrate? That's used to cure meat. Nitrates can cause methemoglobinemia. Okay, so what? Sodium nitrate's poisonous, but it's easily burnt away during cooking. What if someone didn't cook it? They could have just sprinkled it over Lana's food, like it was regular salt. If eaten directly and in large amounts, it could be really dangerous. Bingo! Taub, you're so wise. You could be a rabbi. But, oh darn, rabbis don't cheat on their wives, do they? But nobody could have put sodium nitrate in Lana's food. It's pink. She would have seen it right away. But if you buy undyed sodium nitrate, the kind that isn't pink, it can pass for regular salt. Oh, good God. Come on, Foreman. If God really was good, would he let one of Lana's coworkers poison her with this stuff? Taub, go talk to Lana's pet chef, Russell. See if that mincing weenus knows anything about this. Well, Dr. Taub, this is starting to become a regular occurrence. To what do I owe this pleasure? We found out that Lana has sodium nitrate in her system. So? Any idea on how she got sodium nitrate in her system? Maybe she accidentally ate it. I don't know. How long does Lana take for lunch? About an hour or so. Maybe the sodium nitrate was sprinkled into her lunch, Russell. Russell, were you the one who got her lunch on the day she got sick? Well, yeah, but it couldn't have been me. Why are you so sure that you didn't put sodium nitrate in her food? Sodium nitrate is dyed pink. Lana would notice it. So would I, for that matter. You've gotten access to undyed sodium nitrate? No, but Claire did have access to it. The chef de cuisine. Do you prepare all the desserts in the restaurant personally? No, but I supervise them all. How many times do you wash your hands while preparing food? What does that do with anything? I understand you've taken over a chef de cuisine until Lana gets out of the hospital. What's that like? You kidding? It's fun running a restaurant. You having so much fun as chef de cuisine that you wish it wasn't temporary? Oh God, no! I'm glad to go back to being her employee once she gets out of the hospital. As I said before, all I want is for her to be happy. If you're finished, I'm very busy, so you'll need to leave. There's a clue under this pile of papers. What's this? Excuse me, is that your receipt? No, it's Claire's. That's her signature, see? 1 bag of undyed sodium nitrate. Interesting, eh, Dr. Taub? Okay, where is it? So I've been trying to tell you, it's in my pants. My guitar house. Where is my guitar? I'm gonna say, in a guitar case? Look, I know that you broke into my house and took it. Your cleavage is moving, but I don't understand the words that are coming out. Then you won't mind if I search your office? Mind? Of course not. Look, I'll help you. I don't know what's going on here, but I'll find out. Look, did it ever occur to you that maybe I didn't take your guitar? Perhaps you misplaced it in your house. My house? You were in my house. You took it. I don't know what your game is. Yahtzee? I don't know where to put my guitar, but I'm going to find it. I bet you will. Where do you think Claire stashed the sodium nitrate? Could be anywhere, but someone like Claire is too meticulous to just leave it lying around. Okay, then let's also look for pink dye, receipts, paperwork, anything that connects her to Lana's poisoning. Compare the two signatures and click on any differences found. This is obviously a forged signature. If she's stashing any sodium nitrate, she's damn good at hiding it. I've got nothing. You? Found plenty. That receipt we found at the restaurant, I don't think it belongs to Claire. What makes you say that? The signature is completely different from the signature on this letter and this contract, both of which have little hearts over the eyes. You're right, someone forged your signature on that receipt. Yeah, give you one guess who that someone is. Hal did say it was awfully convenient that the receipt just fell at his feet as he was finished talking to Russell. And Russell does have the most to gain from Lana's illness. I talked to the new chef de cuisine of Transatlantique. Dr. Hadley, right? I met you too. I don't remember your name, but I'd be happy to show you our new prefix menu. Dr. Foreman. Recently our colleague Dr. Taub was here. He found a receipt signed by Claire Custra. That receipt get on Claire's workstation. I'm gonna guess she put it there. What is all this about? She put it there. Claire Custra put the receipt on her workstation. That's what you're telling us. It's a receipt. Got her signature on it, right? Okay, thank you for your time. One more thing. Can you sign a form for us? It's hospital policy. One thing is by dragging Claire's signature over Russell's and matching 3 similar letters. Now obvious that Russell forged Claire's signature. So if Claire signed that receipt, why does that handwriting match your handwriting on this form? What, are you kidding me here? No, the handwriting is a perfect match. See? Looks like you forged this receipt, suddenly signed by Claire, in order to frame her for buying sodium nitrate, with which you poisoned Lana. What? I hope you folks have a good lawyer, because you don't just go around accusing people like that. You're not cops, you're doctors. Just calm down, Russell. You better get out of here right now. You guys have no right. I'm under a lot of pressure. My boss is very sick, okay? So Claire bought the sodium nitrate, huh? Okay, what do you want? I bought the sodium nitrate, alright? Are you happy? You see the way Lana is, don't you? Come on. You guys work for a horrible boss. I've met that guy. Wouldn't the world be better off without him? Actually, it wouldn't. And you're right, we're not cops. We understand they have a very easy-to-dial phone number. Turns out Lana's smurfy disposition is in fact a result of sodium nitrate poisoning. So Russell did put it in her food. Oh yeah, he wouldn't shut up about it once Starsky and Butch were finished with him. He wouldn't shut up about it once Starsky and Butch were finished with him. Here's what happened. It's a no-brainer, really. Russell poisoned the french fries she ate that day with the undyed sodium nitrate. Since Lana's an alcoholic, she doesn't have enough salt in her blood, so she habitually adds it to her food. As a result, she consumed a truckload of sodium nitrate, which was the white powder Claire saw at Lana's workstation. That's why Russell tried to cover up his tracks by claiming it was cocaine. Then he cleaned up her work area so he wouldn't find anything. Exactly. After gulping down enough sodium nitrate to kill a bull elephant, the high levels of methemoglobin in Lana's blood surged through her body, causing her blood to go from being red to that nice Milky Way brown color, and giving her that blue man group look the guys find so attractive. Since Lana had Wilson's disease with the G6PD deficiency, the methylene blue didn't cure her methemoglobinemia. It put her into hemolytic crisis instead. Put Lana on a plasma exchange and start her on penicillamine to help with the excess copper in her system. She would start improving and rejoin the land of the non-blue after a few days. Blue potatoes, blue cheese dressing, blueberry sorbet. I sense a theme at work here. I have to give it to House. He made good on his word. This is one swank meal. And finally, a restaurant where the chef isn't afraid to use a decent amount of salt. I'm a horrible person. I'm a horrible person, aren't I? What do you mean, Lana? Come on, Claire, cut the crap. One of my employees tried to poison me. I'm the worst boss ever. I wouldn't say that. You can be a little bit brusque. I'm not saying that what Russell did was right. Yeah, he thinks he's such a gourmet. Wonder how he likes the slop they serve in prison. Exactly, but maybe you could maybe be a bit nicer to your employees. You know, treat them like human beings. You're right. From now on, I'll be nicer to you, to whoever the hell is taking Russell's place, to everyone. Oh, that's great, Lana. Yeah, terrific. Can you get off your ass and give me the damn cayenne pepper? I mean, Claire, dear, won't you please pass me the cayenne pepper? Thanks ever so much. How was that? A little too much, but I'd say it's a start to a recipe for success. Alright. A-. Jeez. Here's your next case. Ready to begin? No. Let's just test something. Yeah, I would do another case, but we would go crazy over time. These things are long. I'd say one more stream will do this. Ugh. You know, John, Garfield is almost like your child. Feed me, Daddy. Wish you wouldn't give him ideas. Where? For my first trick, we'll do the impossible. This cat will fetch this ball. It's a puppet. I'm depressed. Are you trying to make me worse? Oh, great. Just great. I've been sitting here for so long, I'm frozen to the fence. Garfield, what are you doing out here? I'm frozen to the fence. You shouldn't be sitting outside in the cold like this. I'm frozen to the fence. Why don't you come inside? I'm making cocoa. I'm frozen to the cocoa. Sometimes dreams do come true. You dream about stumbling aimlessly through a meaningless existence? Sometimes a house... fuck! I'm losing it! Sometimes a man has to make tough decisions. What that's like, to be a man. Staring at me doesn't bother me. How about now? Okay, that's a little creepy. Odie has no idea what's going on. What is going on? What pretty snow. It looks like just like powdered sugar falling on French toast. Don't wait up. I think I'll go powder my nose. You're not going to leave, are you? Why would I do that? Date's coming back. Want water, Romeo? Yeah! This really needs to stop. You're stifling my creativity. I look bored. I'm not bored. I have an image to maintain. How's it going tonight, folks? Feeling good? Things could be going better. I have this pain in my neck. So do I. No kidding. Yeah, curled up all night under the sofa all night. I hear you, girl. What do you do for that? Oh, that was a rhetorical question. Good stuff. Yeah, I like it. Ask us another one. Nothing to do? Did it. I strained a muscle today. Well, you have a muscle? I think I'll do something rugged and manly. Like what? Like mow the lawn with my shirt off. Stuck. Now's your chance to make a run for it. I wonder if it's possible for you to be even lazier. I could be, but you'd have to do it for me. Meow. Meow. Robots will never replace cats. They can never do the things we do. Technology is more advanced than I thought. Kids, don't let this happen to you. Was that an insult? No, that was a public service announcement. I'm going to go on a diet. A really lousy one. Cats can tell what you're thinking. Assuming you are. You smell like you've been rolling around in a dumpster behind the fish store. Jealous? I'm in one of my crazy moods. Anything can happen. Or not. The day is half over, and so is my nap. Alright, chat. Wheel of Names. And I'm gonna take more Tic Tacs. I mean, vicodin. I bought it for my food theming, but I didn't really get a chance to use them considering I was voice acting 99% of the time. My throat's sore. It's gonna be real sore next time because I'm probably gonna do the rest of the game. So we're playing PC Building Simulator tomorrow, chat. Which works for me. We can start on the IT expansion. I'll definitely be streaming Tony Hawk tonight, chat. We're on a streak. We're doing good. Have a good night.